We are Social Blade.
For those who don't know, there's been a lawsuit going on between YouTube and the record company Viacom for about 3 years now. This billion-dollar lawsuit that basically Viacom slamming YouTube for hosting about 62,637 copywritten videos of theirs, various different shows and artists and things like that. And just in the past week, there's been a number of court documents that were unsealed, and it has some sort of incriminating evidence on both sides. From YouTube's side, there was a couple of emails where Steve Chen, one of the co-founders, basically straight out asked one of the other co-founders to please stop posting stolen videos on the site.
Shocking!
Wait.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that coming. Oh,
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, well, so I mean that it's one thing if the users are posting it and they're not doing something, but this is one of the people there themselves, and it's an email internally. However, there's more to that there. So he again, this is Steve Chen that said that, but then after that, he also said that he was against taking them down, and if he said if they took them down, they'd lose 80% of their traffic. So, so I don't know exactly what to do with that there. So,
Aaron, I have to ask
Maybe
you
they
this.
should get creative and create their own videos.
well, a lot of people do that, but they were saying that was just a very small proportion of where the actual views were coming from. So they, at least when they were brand new, they wanted to get as many people to go to the site. So that's why they were doing the not so legal version. However, they weren't the only ones that were uploading these videos. Viacom themselves actually got in trouble because they were caught having some of their employees rough up the videos. You know, basically make the quality.
Did it look like they're ripped?
Yeah, make it look like someone
Wait,
recorded. off their
Viacom
teeth
was
or
doing this?
something. Viacom,
Yeah.
They got
That's
caught
a familiar
on.
story.
Yeah, they got caught on a number of occasions, and they basically sent their employees. Wow, we get the dramatic
Sound effect.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more of along the lines of like a dun 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 dun.
Done. Yeah.
that's
Me too.
copyrighted.
What was that? That was disappointing. Come on.
That's copyrighted. Come on. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Do you guys think if Google could go back in time that they would not purchase YouTube, or do you think they would purchase it if they could rewind the clock?
Good question.
Well,
I would say.
that is a good question. That is a very good question. But just the other thing that also came up related to this is even in the board meetings, Google discussed that they were aware of at least that YouTube was doing this practice also. So
Okay.
everyone in this has marks against them.
You know,
Shocking.
This sounds like a familiar story in the media industry. I just read something I think earlier today on Torrent Frink about how a lot of big record labels are basically seeding and pirating their own stuff just so that they can make the claim that, oh well, look at all this revenue we're losing. Like, you know, they're on the on a first-hand basis participating in the very activity that they demonize
I'm shocked.
just to prove a point. You know.
Well, and it's to get the sympathy sales. It's like, oh my gosh, so many people are watching our movie illegally.
Yeah.
Please buy from us, and also buy popcorn, and also buy drinks. Evan, I would say that the answer is still yes. Google has seen negatives in companies before they bought them. It doesn't seem like they look at whether or not there's going to be trouble with them. Basically, the question that they look at, and the first question that they have answered when they're looking at a company is, what kind of baggage do we get to dump on other people if they're doing something bad now? You know, it's almost as if when they, you know, the whole beauty and the advantage of the way that the Google strategy works is that rather than go out and create things, they let other people create them, let other people find the pitfalls, and then Google buys them up, and they have, you know, everybody loves Google, everybody uses Google, but let's face it, they've got about a 20% success rate on products that they buy. Usually as soon as they buy it, somebody's making a lot of money and getting really rich, and then Google takes it and runs it to the ground. YouTube is definitely one of the exceptions, even though it hasn't made the money that I think they were expecting it to make. But who cares? I think they would have bought it regardless.
I'm actually looking right here at Alexa, and they got 3 sites in the top 10 there, so I don't think they're doing that bad. And YouTube is number 4.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is that what they do is they bought hundreds of sites, and hundreds of different services. Some of them they shelve, some of them they take the technology and try to implement it themselves, some of them they try to keep going, some of them they change. To answer Evan's question, yeah, I think they would have bought them pretty much no matter what. They needed a video site, and YouTube was the one.
Invading the internet, covering Web 2.0, coast to coast, worldwide, and everywhere in between. This is where you put the social in social media. We are Social Blade.